Final Fantasy VII Evercrisis. Is it actually a good game, or is it mid? I've been playing this game since launch, so this review or first impressions video is a bit late, but I wanted to take some time to really experience this game and form my own opinions organically. Just so you know, I am completely free to play. I have not paid a single cent in Evercrisis. Let's start from the very beginning. Rerolling for a good account. Thankfully, the rerolling system in Evercrisis is extremely quick. You get 4 to 6 multi-pulls starting out, and it only takes a minute or two to reset your account. I love gacha games that allow for such fast and easy rerolling so players can feel that they are starting with their best foot forward. The graphics. The main figure designs in Evercrisis are beautiful. Cutscenes are about as good as you can get in a mobile game. The menus feel sleek and modern. The battle moves have punch behind them. I will say, however, the old school chibi figures leave a little bit to be desired. They seem rushed. Even on the ultra settings, it was as if the sprites looked fuzzy and not clear. Opera Omnia employs the same character models. However, there, the people look way clearer and the animations are much smoother. And this game is much older than Evercrisis, so I really don't think there's much room to excuse for this suboptimal performance. The UI, I have to say, feels clunky. Sure, the layout looks great and the characters look nice, the sound effects implemented here are well picked, but transitioning from menu to menu always seems laggy to me. It can take over a second sometimes for the game to switch, and sometimes in order for it to register your buttons, you have to tap on something more than once. Clicking menu options, moving through settings, it never feels smooth to me. I really do think if they focused more on making Evercrisis's UI a sleek and seamless experience, players would greatly appreciate that. Battling. The battle system, to me, is easily the best part of this game. The fights are fast-paced, explosive, pretty simple to understand, and in my opinion at least, the auto feature isn't complete garbage. The auto function switches from offense mode to defense mode and vice versa for your party pretty efficiently. It seems to always change at the right times. I will say one issue, however, is the auto feature sometimes doesn't do anything. There will be periods of time in my battles where even though auto is on, my characters aren't doing anything. It doesn't happen that often, but when it does, it is very noticeable to me. The game's difficulty. I appreciate how the game is not easy. I regularly have trouble with bosses and I have to either switch my team up, upgrade my characters, or even swap out moves and material. I can't speak for all missions in Evercrisis, but most of the ones I've encountered are just the right amount of difficulty, where it isn't too easy, nor is it too AIDS. I just wish Opera Omnia was able to do this more. Grinding. The grind aspect is a lot. Of course, I'm no stranger to grinding a lot because I play Opera Omnia. However, right from the jump, you're forced to be grinding out enhancement dungeons and event stories. The battles themselves are not fast either. With DFFOO, you can breeze through a mission in a minute. However, in Evercrisis, they can often take 2 to 3 to do. Additionally, because the difficulty in this game is pretty hard, you can't always trust that your units will win even with full auto on. You still have to manually click limit break moves, and if auto isn't working like intended, you have to step in and handle the fight yourself. You have to do every single battle individually. Yes, there is the ×3 option where you can triple your rewards for triple the energy, but again, the fights are not fast, they can take time, it can still feel like a long process. Gacha. The gacha in Evercrisis is fairly standard to the mobile game norm. That is to say, it's not the best. There are banners in which you are able to multi-pull for 1500 gems, however those don't have a pity system. If your luck is horrible, you could end up paying 100,000 gems and not get anything. Hence why people normally go for the 3000 gem stamp banners, which do have pities. That pity system is called stamps. The stamp system is a very interesting feature. The way it works is for every multi-pull you make on a stamp banner, you'll get a random of 1 to 12 stamps, and for each stamp, you move up on the pity system. The featured weapon is at 6 stamps, and the featured battle gear is at 12 stamps. Stamps add a bit more RNG, and for each pull you make, you are at least getting rewarded with something. However, as with all RNG, it can always go horribly. If your luck is bad, you might be multi-pulling while only getting 1 to 2 stamps, meaning if you want to get the full battle gear pity, which by the way, battle gear is often necessary with the featured weapon, you might have to shell out possibly 18,000 gems or even 36,000 if your RNG is that bad. You're going to have to be ready to dish out that many resources if you really want to guarantee you get what you want from the stamp banners. The gacha system in Evercrisis isn't horrible, but at the same time, it's definitely no Opera Omnia. Overall, I gotta say this game's pretty enjoyable. enjoyable. Since it's Final Fantasy VII, I'm sure plenty of the fan base will grow attached due to their connection to the characters, and there are a number of things to like about EverCrisis. The battle system is fun, the graphics are, for the most part, great to look at, but there are also a number of things I don't like with it. And if given more time and care, this game could have been much better executed. It's a fairly good game that might see some longevity, however, I don't see it beating games like Genshin Impact, Honkai Star Rail, Opera Omnia, or other great mobile games. Let me know your guys' thoughts. How do you feel about EverCrisis? Are you enjoying it? Are you not enjoying it? Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you guys next time. Bye!